Module 1, Lesson 21, we're now going to be looking at rates to use for conversion between different measurements. So in this lesson, you'll be able to convert between two different units of measurement. I'm going to hand out to you a paper that's going to look like this, and it's going to have all of your conversion rates. If you take a look, we have the customary, U.S. customary length, so inches, foot, yard, miles, and then you have your conversion rate. So 1 inch is equal to 1/12 feet, or 1 foot is equal to 12 inches, 1 yard is 3 feet, 1 yard is 36 inches, 1 mile is 1,760 yards, and 1 mile is 5,280 feet, and so on. So these are your different ratios or conversion rates that you'll be using to solve the problems in this lesson. So down below, your first example, they say that 8 feet is equal to, it would be blank inches. So in order to do to find this answer here, you would need to use the conversion rate that they gave you, which is 1 foot is 12 inches. So moving on through it, we have two ways that you can do it. The first one, you have an equation. So the equation would be that my inches is equal to 12 times my feet, and it says feet equals 8. So I'm looking over here, and I created that equation from that ratio. So they wanted to know the inches, that's what was missing. So I started with I equals, the value of I, or the inches, would be 12 over 1, which was 12 times the other side, which would be feet. So I take my 8, plug it in, 12 times 8 gives me 96, and that would be my answer there, 96 inches. Below that, you can see that I did the equation version, which we did 2 lessons ago. So they gave me 12 inches over 1 feet times 8 feet. 8 feet was the new number they gave me. Now, if you notice, I had to flip this over to 12 over 1 because the unit of measurement has to be opposite each other. So if I was going to multiply by 8 feet, I needed my denominator to be feet. So I did my 12 over 1, which also gave me 96 inches. Over here, I did a table, and on my table, I did feet and inches. My original ratio was 1 to 12. They gave me 8 feet, so I went down here. Under feet, 8 divided by 1 is 8. 8 times 12 gave me 96. I have my answer, 96 inches. My next example, same kind of idea. They gave me 30 yards is equal to 90 feet. If I go up here, I'm looking at yards and feet. So my first one, I have 1 yard is 3 feet. So that's my ratio, 1 to 3. And I have that written up here, writing the equation. Because the feet was what's missing, I started with feet equals my value of feet, 3 over 1, times the other side, which is y. They gave me 30 yards. That means y equals 30. I take 30, plug it in for the y. 3 times 30 gave me 90 feet. That means the answer is 90 feet. The table on this side, yards to feet, was 1 to 3. They gave me 30 yards. I put that on the yard side. I took 30 divided by 1 gave me 30. So I knew I had to do 3 times 30, which gave me 90, which is 90 feet. Or I could have also done an equation, which was 3 feet over 1 yard times what they gave me, 30 yards. Again, yards being opposite each other because this would be like 30 over 1. The yards cancel out. 3 times 30 gave me 90, and that would be 90 feet. My last one example. Claudia's skis are 150 centimeters long. How many meters is this? Looking at my conversion chart, my 2 units of measurement is centimeters and meters, so I'm looking for centimeters and meters. I see them over here. This is a centimeter to millimeters. That's not helpful, but this is 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So my ratio is 100 centimeters to 1 meter. Over here, I have 1 meter to 100 centimeters. They say I solved my equation because I'm looking for how many meters it is. Since meters is the question, my equation is going to start with m equals. The value of meters would be 1 over 100 times centimeters. They say they're 150 centimeters, so I take 150, I plug it in. That is 1 over 100, which is the fraction, 1 over 100 times the centimeters would be 150 over 1. Multiplying straight across, 1 times 150 is 150. Again, that's just 1 times 150 is 150. 100 times 1 is 100. 150 over 100 is 1.5 meters. Over here, kind of did the same thing, just on a ratio table. Starting with the original, I have 100 to 1. The centimeters they gave me was 150, so I went on the centimeter side. I had to divide. 150 divided by 100 gave me 1.5. So I needed to take 1 times 1.5, which gave me 1.5. Then I also have 150 centimeters is 1.5 meters. And then if you wanted to do the equation, the ratio 1 meter over centimeters, whatever you're wanting to find is the numerator. So 1 meter over 100 centimeters times 150 centimeters, which is what they gave me. Centimeters cancel each other out. 1 times 150 is 150. 100 times 1 is 100. And that gave me 1.5 meters.